What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, we're going to talk about AMC, and I needed to break down another video. I know this is going to be a late video for people that are on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, you're okay. Anywhere else, I really don't know. It just varies from place to place. But the point is that we're making this AMC video just to break down what did happen today, because again, we hit some pretty significant levels. And I wanted to see if my thought process or my prediction for what's going to happen next month and what was going to happen at the end of this month is going to come true, right? So we're going to go through a lot of that, prediction as well. And we're just going to go through a lot of the numbers, Vortex, chart exchange and things like that. So make sure you guys hit the like button, also hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. If you guys want to check out my burn video, that link will be up in the cards. Feel free to check it out. I just posted it earlier today, and it's going to burn off Shiba Inu. For every 1,000 views, we're going to burn off a ton of Shiba. So hopefully that video gets a ton of views and we can burn off a lot. But anyways, we're here to talk about AMC, and what we're going to do here is we're going to look at Vortex Data first. Vortex Data shows basically a 3.5% increase in short interest, right? Seeing that go up to 19.81%, right? Almost 20%. And seeing the total shorted shares over 100 million, you can see they borrowed 4.6 million and returned 920,000, or basically a million, right? So you're seeing basically a 4%, right? 4% increase in the short interest. But that's not even, telling you the whole story. You can see the shares on loan that's at 105 million and the utilization that's at 74. But again, this is not telling you the whole story, because a lot of people will picture this and be like, oh, this looks like it's about to absolutely explode. And that's only part of it, right? You're seeing the 4.62 million borrowed shares. People be like, oh, they shorted 4 million shares. Again, that's not the full story. If you look at the chart exchange data and we refresh this data, right? We're currently looking at 62% short in the day. 62%. The day before, or Friday, I guess. Or sorry, was it? Was it Friday? I think it was Monday. No, Friday. Yes, because Monday it wasn't open. So Friday, 66%. We were looking at about 66%, almost 70% short. It seems like every day they're consistently growing with the amount of shorts that are going through. So I was definitely, as we were seeing it drop, I was like, this is probably going to show 70% short. And 62% short didn't really get to that 70 level. Obviously, it fell short of that, but no pun intended. But you can see here that over 30 days, if you look at this data right here, over 30 days, the average is 59.05%. That means that on average over 30 days, they're shorting at 60%. 60% in the last 30 days. Is that not insane? Is that not ridiculous? Yes, it is. So when we go into this data, obviously the Vortex data is not showing the true picture. You could see the chart exchange data that's showing a lot that we need to see there. But if we look at the actual movement in the day, let's go ahead and break all of this down really quick. I did end up buying 8 more shares, because that's all I really had money for, is 8 more shares. I got a free share of Apple, and I decided to sell that and buy 8 more shares because I didn't put any more money into Webull. It just takes forever to clear. And then by the time I get to that point, it increases in price. So I ended up buying at 18 and lowering my cost basis a slight bit, just a very slight bit. But you can see here that it did decrease from the beginning. And I was like, oh man, we're going to see another negative day. And we did see it decrease here. Thought we were going to see a little bit of a comeback. It did jump back to the 50 moving average like I thought it was going to do, but then started to level out. And after you've seen that leveling out, it got up to about the 200 EMA and resisted from there. Fell down to a level of about 1867 or so. And it wasn't done yet, right? You could see a little bit of a recovery, getting back up to the VWAP, settling at that 15 moving average and showing, that it's consistent, right? It's moving flat, consolidating. And you could see that it just drops more and more as the day went on, finding this low point here of $17. $17.80 is the low point. That is absolutely insane. Let's say that we're getting to that level. Now that broke below the level that I thought it was going to break to, which does happen from time to time. You're going to see it break below some of those, support levels, but actually have a lot of support to bring it back up. So support level doesn't just mean something that it's going to bounce off of. It means that it has a very strong buy support, right? People do consider buying it at those levels. So you see it at those levels and it consistently raises it up. So what we're seeing is around that 200 EMA that I predicted, which was around 1860 or so, 1859. We're seeing that push up to a level where it's actually resisting or in the after hours market, it closed at 1860, so 1859, right? So really strong around that point. But what you are seeing right now, or in the in the actual market open, it was at $18.84, down 8%, 8.4% again, right? This is kind of falling in line exactly what I'm thinking, right? Because I talked about how this is going to find this touch point, how we're going to see 19. I talked about the fact that 19 was coming, and some people said, no, it's not coming. We're going to see a bounce. Some people said it's going to go lower. And it definitely can. With the amount that they're actually shorting it, it definitely can go lower. So as we look at all this, I want to see a bounce, and I'm definitely seeing that all of these red candlesticks lining up to getting to that 200 EMA is showing a very, very hard support line to push that thing up. And why am I seeing this? Is it based off of some history? Yes. History really shows in the beginning, where you're 2014, you're seeing this jump off of the 200 EMA, exactly where that starts, increasing all the way up here, finding a resistance, getting back to the 200 EMA, bouncing off the 200 EMA, and then having some sort of push through that point where it actually fell a little bit lower. You see it jump up and you see the 200 EMA line right here. And it actually, bounces off of the, or resists from the 200 EMA at that point. Then you see it drop down even more, get to a lower level where it sort of consolidates, increases to the 200 EMA. Guess what? It falls off of that. It resists off the 200 EMA and then has a consolidation, a little bit more of a consolidation before increasing way above the 200 EMA. And now it's finally back at that 200 EMA. I don't know how many times I have to say 200 EMA, but that had to have been at least 9 times. But anyways, what we're seeing right now is that's exactly at that price. And I'm not saying that it won't go lower, because we have seen it break lower than that, slightly lower than that. But what I'm saying is that we will see that as a hard support level to push it up, to actually bounce off of this level and see some really strong buying points. But the only thing that kind of is that variable is the amount of shorts that are going through, right? 60%, 70%, whatever it ends up being, is way too high. And seeing them doing that, if they can do it 70 or 80% or whatever, it can actually bring this down and break through a lot of those support levels that I do see. But today was not really the best day for positive volume, right? You're not seeing, GME make a huge move. You're not seeing AMC make a huge move. You're seeing it break down to lower and lower levels. But again, this creates buying opportunities. I don't know how many people came across and said, hey, you know what? I'm buying more AMC. I'm waiting for this to get to another level so I can buy even more. And I'll tell you what, if they find a way to get this down to $10 or even lower, get it down to $1, I'm not going to let go of the AMC. I'm not going to, right? I'm going to keep holding it, and we're going to buy more and more. At $1, say no more. There's no way that I'm not buying a crap ton at $4, $5, $1, whatever it's at. And I don't think it will get to those points, because I think it's going to take a lot of effort in order for them to drive this down to that price. But with some people that are selling their position that are kind of scared, it could possibly happen. And I'm all for it. Again, I know there may be some people that are not for it, but I'm all for seeing these lower prices. However, I really do think we're going to see a bounce sometime soon. And if I wanted to play something out, I would definitely look at some of these call options, for either January 2023 or January 2024 as something that's, more of a level to where it can definitely reach way past there. So like, paying $1,000 for one of these call options that can definitely burst in 2 years, right? I see it as a win-win, kind of a low risk to high reward, right? Yes, it is $1,000, but that's a lowish risk to how much you would actually gain from where we are right now. You know what I mean? So just seeing that multiply by so much, you can definitely see a massive return on just one options contract. And that's just my opinion. Now, if you wanted to go further and take some that are completely out of the money, right? Some ones that are in the $50 range, $70 range, $90 range, it would be $400. And if you do see it surpass a lot of that short term, you can actually see a decent size increase. But what you're going to need is when you get to 2024, it's going to have to be $94.50, which I definitely think it could get to. Definitely surpass, way far ahead, can surpass by a lot. So it just all depends. It all depends what you want out of it. So I think some call options are pretty cheap right now. And if I actually had the money to go in there right now, I would definitely do it. But I don't want to sell any of my crypto right now because I see an opportunity with AMC, but I want to see way lower in order to liquidate some crypto and bring it over to AMC because, again, I see it as a huge opportunity, in my opinion. None of this is financial advice. It's all just my opinion. So hopefully you take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I do see it as a very, very good position, for the long term, right? Right now, I was down in the beginning of holding this and I was up. Was it $50,000, $60,000 or so? And now I'm down about $7,000. Now I can tell you that I do believe in where this position can go, and it's just a matter of time. And that's what they want to do is they only have time. So with what they're doing, they have money, which creates more time for them. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about AMC. Was this depressing for you? Were you excited seeing AMC drop down so much? Let me know what your opinion is, but make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, check out some of the links down below. If you guys want some Profit Apparel gear, feel free to do that. Profitsapparel.com. Go ahead and click that link down below. I have new not financial advice t-shirts, 2 designs, one that has, the I guess not sign and then financial advice in the middle, and then other ones that just say not financial advice, very clean. So if you want to check that out, I have mine coming in 2 days and I can't wait to wear it. But that's pretty much it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.